Hey everybody, Mike Macniak here. It's January 4th and look at the sky behind me. It's blue. Palm trees and everything. I haven't seen blue skies in like 3 days. Of course, I'm in Florida right now, and I guess up north it's probably a lot worse. But hey, I wanted to finish up our discussion for the last couple of days while I'm out here walking the dog. We've been talking about fears and pains that people try to avoid, which prohibits or prevents them from getting into action, right? And one of the things that we were talking about first was the fear of loss, second was the fear of process, and the third was the fear of outcome pain. But I'm going to add a fourth that people don't talk about quite as much, but clinicians or whoever studies this kind of thing believe that it is basically responsible for about, or true for about 99% of us. And what I'm talking about is this idea of the fear, the fear of the loss of other people's approval. We call it basically we're saying that all of us, almost all of us, are addicted to the approval of other people. And that fear of having their disappointment is one of the things that drives so many of us not to act in situations where we should act. So how many times have you not confronted somebody when they were doing something that was inappropriate because you didn't want to get them mad? How many times did you not stand up for yourself or say your point of view in a meeting because you were worried that other people might look at you funny and think that you were weird or wrong or whatever the case may be? Think about that. Think about how many times you don't discipline your child, or you don't set boundaries with your loved one or your child or your partner because you don't want to disappoint them, or you're afraid of what might happen if you do. This approval addiction thing is a real thing. Now, here's the science behind it, and I don't know how much how much stock I put in this. Okay, hang on, I got to switch hands here. I'm walking the dog. Okay, so the science basically says that we are naturally a community-based creature, human beings, and going all the way back to a time when we were cave people, let's say, it was really important that we had people around us, that we were part of a tribe and part of a community. So we strove really hard to be accepted in that community and be part of that community, because if we didn't, they'd throw us out of the cave and we'd be getting eaten by a saber-toothed tiger or something. So it's part of our the fundamental part of what it is to be a human being, according to the theory. Now, I don't know how much stock I put in that. I guess there probably could be some truth to it, but anyway, think about that. Think about approval addiction. We in the cave needed people to approve of us so that they didn't throw us to the saber-toothed tigers. And now we, just as part of our human condition, want people to like us. We want people to trust us. We want to be involved in relationships like that. And therefore, this concept of needing the approval of others before we get into action or do something that we want is something that really is crippling and hamstrings a lot of us. I've struggled with it my whole life, my entire life, still do. Only people who are completely self-actualized, they say, are immune from this approval addiction. If you're interested in approval addiction, I actually have a really cool 10 question, 12 question survey that you could take to see if you are like the rest of the world, an approval addict. Sorry, the dog is barking at everything he sees. So if you want to take that little quiz and just get a good oh yeah out of it, just email me at mike@mikemacniak.com, and I'll send you the this little survey, and you could take it and check it out. So anyway, thanks for being here again, and I will talk to you all tomorrow. Have a great day.